Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play a little bit more Hengband, because why not? Different character, similar part of the game, I guess, similar point in the game. I basically finished my usual business around the first town, the outpost. Is it called the outpost, actually? I don't know. Not quite sure now. And we're in the second town of Mordivant, and I looked around a little bit here. Well, let me just give you a quick overview of the character. Why don't I? So we're a female Archon, and Archon is apparently basically an angel warrior mage, because I figured I don't know, I tend to just play warrior types, so basically just warrior, samurai, and that's just about it. And that's been getting a little bit boring. I mean, I honestly I enjoy just meleeing stuff, but I feel like it's a little bit limited in terms of later game options. I mean, you get good equipment and you just destroy things, and you tend to be pretty survivable in melee. But I don't know. Encounter something that deals nasty status effects, and you're kind of screwed. If you can't get close to your enemy, you're kind of screwed. And I feel like it's some of the later game challenges. Not that I'm likely to ever get to the later game the way I play, and that's okay with me. I mostly enjoy the early game, well, except the more repetitive parts, I suppose, that tend to be very similar in the very early game. But anyway, I like the rapid character development and rapid equipment upgrades in the early mid game, and after that things get a little bit exhausting. You have to actually pay attention and plan ahead, and that's just not what I'm here for, mostly. Anyway, yeah. So just to be different, just to try something a little bit different, and I have played all kinds of classes before, spellcasters included, of course, but I've never played the warrior mage class, which I don't even know if that in that form exists in other variants, or if that's maybe unique to this one. Either way, we are here. For some reason, it did not allow me to pick a purely or a more offensive-oriented spell school. I was able to choose one. Apparently, Arcane is default, and then I chose Craft because it promised some melee support spells, and I thought, okay, might as well play basically a warrior who also has some spells that make the melee combat better. And so far, I don't know. I've been a little bit underwhelmed. I guess we can. As you can see, I'm already level 16. I'm up. My stats are quite solid. I mean, the Archon is just a pretty powerful race, I suppose. I wanted something a little bit powerful without going to the without actually picking easy mode. Like, I don't know what easy mode would be. A half Titan, Munchkin, any class really, I suppose. Maybe I'll try that one time. I've never actually done that, because it just seems a little bit too cheesy. Anyway, yeah, I'm up to my second level spellbooks. The basic arcane spellbook has one super low level attack spell, Zap, which, is nice to have. I don't know why I'm stuck at the 6% fail rate. That probably has something to do with not being a full mage, but a warrior mage, even though the description made it sound like you can do both fighting and spellcasting equally well. Maybe that would be a little bit too good to be true. Maybe that spell fail rate is eventually going to go down, but it's been stuck at 6% for a while now. Anyway, the Zap, yeah, I mean, it deals 63 now, which I suppose isn't that bad, but I don't know, it tends to be vastly outclassed by my melee attacks, which might also be in part because I have a really, really good weapon. Don't actually remember where I got that one. Anyway, Wizard Lock, I haven't actually learned that, as you can see. What now? Something, you may not, something, that spell. Okay, so I guess that's just how that works. I thought that was somehow unique to the samurai, Bushido or whatever, but I guess that's just true. You have to know a spell in order to be able to get a description for it. Oh, okay, I only now noticed that there's also a proficiency, and I mean, it says so right there. Apparently I've zapped enough things that I'm now skilled at this at that spell, which is why its damage has improved to something actually serviceable. It started out super weak, even like at level 1 I was barely able to... I basically only two-shot the weakest enemies in the game. And yeah, unfortunately that's the only offensive spell in all of those 4 spellbooks. Because yeah, Wizard Lock, I imagine that's an unlocking spell, but I mean locked doors aren't really typically much of a problem. You just try picking the lock and you eventually succeed. Maybe you can also use it to lock, which I guess might help. Might prevent some enemies that would otherwise open doors from opening doors. It's not really something I usually worry about. Detect invisibility, sure. Detect monsters, I mean, that's a useful one. Blink, just having that available is obviously also useful. Light area, I suppose, might come in handy. Trap and door destruction, sure. Haven't used it yet. In fact, haven't learned it yet. But I guess I might as well learn that. Sometimes a trap might be inconveniently in the way, and, you know, just being able to zap that safely is definitely useful. Unfortunately, it's also, you know, it will also destroy any doors within range, I guess. Or within view. Which might not always be what you want, but yeah, anyway, it's an option. Cure Light Wounds, of course, is nice to have. It's honestly, for 10 SP, it's a little bit expensive for what it is, but having any sort of healing spell is nice, of course. Then we have the second level Arcane Spellbook, which I haven't really looked at. Well, I mean, I've looked at it. Honestly, I'm even more underwhelmed with this one. Detect doors and traps, I mean, sure. Yeah, technically trap detection is something that you should do regularly, because traps can be really bad. I tend to be too lazy, as you might guess. Phlogiston sounded cool, but it's unfortunately just a light source refilling spell, which is of questionable usefulness to begin with, and I now have an unlimited light source that does not need any fuel whatsoever, so unless I somehow lose that, yeah, that spell unfortunately is completely useless. Detect treasure doesn't typically seem particularly interesting. Detect enchantment. At first I thought, well, it says detects all magical items in your vicinity. I only tried that, I only learned that recently, and I haven't had a chance to try that out in the dungeon. And at first I thought, I mean, okay, that's nice. Maybe it tells you that if there is a magical item around, but actually, what I did earlier and what I unfortunately did not record is how I defeated Boldor, the King of the Yeeks, again, without too much difficulty this time around. But I was left with a room that was basically entirely filled with loot, and my inventory was so full. So this character unfortunately is not very good at auto-identifying items, or doesn't do that at all. Sometimes I get like a cursed or uncursed feeling about items, which is nice, but I don't get that good or bad or excellent feeling. Or maybe it just takes super long. I don't know if that's level dependent. I guess it depends on the class, and I hate that that's not just a baseline thing for everyone, because it's just so useful. Maybe I'll eventually get a full-on identification spell for this character, that's what I'm hoping. But for now, I don't have that. However, maybe the Detect Enchantment is basically going to fill that role, because if I just have a bunch of items lying around, and I cast that spell, as I said, I haven't had a chance to test it yet, but I wonder if it's just going to auto-inscribe everything that's magical as such, which, yeah, would basically be as good as just pseudo-identifying everything in, a 30-tile radius, possibly including things in my bags. At the time I used the spell, the one time that I did, everything I had was already identified. And on the topic of identification, sorry about all this rambling, but I suppose if you're watching this video, you must be kind of okay with that. with a certain lack of action. Anyway, I promise there's going to be some sort of action later. But yeah, last time I rambled on about the lack of a feature, of a way to look at item descriptions, and turns out I'm just dumb, and that's basically intentional. And only because you've identified something, even if you paid for the identification, does not mean that it's like super identified, or greater identification, I suppose is the in-game term. But items that you buy from shops do come pre-greater identified. So things that you look at in the shop give you all of those extra details, whereas things that you only identify normally will not. So you have no, it will just tell you that you have no special knowledge about that item. Like, for example, if I look at, what's a good example? My weapon, by the way, I suppose that's only normally identified. It's a Morning Star of Fairy, 2d6, +6, +13, +2 to speed, which is not amazing, but it's pretty good. That weapon sells for the maximum amount of money, so that was 30,000 in the first town. Maybe other merchants are going to be able to pay more for a single item. I haven't checked, but yeah, that's by far the most valuable item I've ever, or I remember having. Definitely by far the most valuable I've had in these last dozen or so runs that I've done. Yeah, you have no special knowledge about that item. But for example, the bolts, which I bought from the shop, do give me this more detailed info window. So yeah, it's just a matter of having it fully identified. So yeah, that's on me. I should have technically known that. I still think that you should get, this basic kind of description no matter what, because you can't just look at an item, right? Sometimes I just see an unfamiliar weapon name, like one of the more exotic weapons, and I'm not entirely sure, is this a one-hander, a two-hander? These kinds of information, I feel like your character should be able to determine just by looking at the item without, any deeper understanding. You shouldn't even need to identify the item. That should obviously be necessary to tell you any enchantments, the details of exactly what bonuses the item gives you. But I guess that's just not how it works, no matter how much I complain. Anyway, so anything else? Well, equipment, yeah, Morning Star of Fairy, not of the Fairy or of the Fairies, just of Fairy. Yeah, not sure what else that entails. Maybe I'll greater identify it eventually, or replace it with something even more awesome. I've opted for two-handing and not using a shield for now. We have the crossbow, that's from the War Quest, a Ring of Warning, no second ring yet. I was thinking about maybe getting a Ring of Protection, but yeah, I haven't seen one in the shops, and then I also ended up spending my significant wealth, which, well, significant, I had over 25,000 at one point, which early, still relatively early in the game is quite a bit. But I spent a lot of that on enchanting my my bolts, my crossbow bolts, with the local archer here, or Fletcher, I suppose. So I probably wouldn't even be able to afford a decent ring of defense or of protection. So maybe I'll find something good. Amulet of Resist Acid I got because it was cheap, and why not? This character does not have intrinsic acid resistance. I got the Fëanorian Lamp, which has... Can we look at that, actually? Wait, did I not? Oh, I did not. Fëanorian Lamp, that's from the shop, so... Wait, it says radius 2. But I actually have light radius 3, so I guess something, maybe being an angel, gives you a permanent +1, maybe later more than +1 to your light radius? Okay, interesting. Yeah, anyway, it's as good as a lantern, but it doesn't use fuel, so it's just a perma light source. So that's convenient. Saves you from having to carry around any oil with you, even though this character technically has a spell for it, but I found this really nice metal scale mail of Olog High. -1 to hit, +1 to damage, I guess. Decent armor, +2 to something, who knows. Cloak of Magic Resistance, +1, 1 + 6. I'm guessing, I mean, it sounds pretty straightforward. Not exactly what kinds of magic it gives you resistance to. If it's different from elemental resistances, I'm guessing so. So I'm not entirely sure what it does, but it sounds decent, sounds useful. I bought the Kabuto of Infravision, which is just a helmet with really nice armor, and it gives Infravision for what it's worth. I'm not using gloves because I don't know if there are types of gloves that do not hinder spellcasting, but even the soft leather gloves that I tried apparently do. You get a message that, you know, the gloves, I don't know, spellcasting is uncomfortable with your gloves or whatever. It is what it tells you. So yeah, I'm just playing barehanded for now, and then we have just some okay simple enchanted boots that I also bought. Yeah, so you know, a couple of pretty good items. The weapon might actually be super good, I don't know. I mean, the damage is fine, 85 average damage, but can't really complain about that. Not sure about any magical bonuses that it gives. Right, yeah, this is the Archer's Guild. Here you can enchant missiles for 40 gold per missile. So, yeah, that was a little bit expensive, but I did get it all to plus 3, so that should be pretty decent. I was using just a non-magical short bow and regular arrows before, but now my ranged attacks should be pretty decent, actually. In fact, yeah, it went up to excellent. It was only fair for the longest time. Right, anything else? Magic device usage is heroic. Okay. Infravision 40 feet. Anything else? I don't know. Armor class is okay. Spell points could be better. I'm not quite sure what governs those. They are definitely a little bit limiting. There are 2 quests around here. And, oh, actually, the previous character that was doing so well. Yeah, I went to this town, and I thought I remembered the Mimic's treasure being pretty doable, and Mimics not being so bad. Well, I was wrong. I died in there quite quickly. It is a level 25 quest, so it was a bit ambitious to go in there at level, what, 17 or 18? 17, right? Even after, you know, restoring my stats, which I did. Yeah. I stood no chance. I didn't even see what killed me. Something out of the dark kept summoning super dangerous creatures, and I guess I had my chance to run away and abandon the quest. But I didn't. I thought maybe I could eke out a victory. I did not. I just died. Oh well. Anyway, we're here. A different Ayali is taking over, and oh yeah, the fact that I chose to make her sexy, to choose the sexy character, whatever, personality, I suppose, gives a decent boost to almost everything, but it aggravates all monsters. So I guess anything that would normally just be passive or, you know, neutral or peaceful is actually going to be hostile, which, you know, could be kind of bad. Didn't I mean to learn something? Detect treasure, object... Wait. Didn't I say I wanted to learn something, or did I already do that? Trap and door destruction. Oh yeah, I said I wanted to have that, perhaps. Also, I might not have been done looking at things. Oh yeah, right. So the craft spell school, which supposedly gives, you know, contains spells useful as melee support or fighter support spells. I mean, I suppose, yeah, I've been making some use of regeneration, which just makes you regen faster. Satisfy hunger, obviously, is very useful for, you know, because it means that you don't have to have food with you. Heroism is very nice to have, if a little bit pricey. Various resistances, I mean, yeah. I probably should get those eventually. I haven't yet. And then the second double there, I did get see invisibility. I guess remove curse is technically useful, but also in theory you should never get cursed if you're careful. You know, unless you just... Well, I suppose some enemies will curse your equipment, so eventually that's going to be useful, but I should hopefully not encounter those for a while. And, you know, unless you just put on unidentified equipment, you should not otherwise get cursed, so... Resist poison, I mean, I guess that could be useful. It's also so high level and so expensive, though, holy crap. Berserk, I don't know. It sounds like something that might be useful eventually, but it's level 25, so obviously almost everything in here is far beyond my capabilities. Self-knowledge, I guess that will eventually be useful. I'm just really a bit disappointed that there is no identification spell in here. Either in these or the arcane spells. Protection from evil, cure, mana branding. I mean, I suppose I don't actually know what mana branding is. So these might actually all be pretty decent if I can even make it to the level that they require. So yeah, we'll see. So for now, the 2 quests that I got here are definitely too tough. I don't remember exactly what you're facing in the Vapor quest here, but it is also a level 25 quest. So I think I'll be moving on for now. Let me just remind myself. Okay, no other towns down here. There is one all the way over here on the other side of the mountains. And by the way, you cannot teleport to places you haven't visited. You have to make your way there on foot first, which, you know, seems pretty obvious in hindsight, and I definitely knew that at one point, but it's been a while. Maybe I'll make my way to Angwil first. Yeah, that makes the most sense, I think. There are some lower level dungeons around here that obviously I could check out. Well, not this one. Specifically here, we got the Orc Cave, and, you know, orcs tend to be pretty manageable. Mostly melee. Right, there's obviously the main Hengband dungeon, which I could always take a look at. I might even cautiously check out the first couple of levels of the forest, although that could be a little bit tough still. Right, this is 25. 30. I don't know. I thought that was a second level 10 dungeon, but maybe not. Well, definitely not this one. That's, yeah, that's 75. Not exactly for me. Level 60. 20. Okay. Not too far off. Graveyard, level 40. This one up here. 55. Okay, so we got 4 more towns, right? 1, 2... Wait, 4? 3? 5 total? Kinda wish I could zoom out a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, seems like there's a total of 5. Let's just go, I guess. Stay on the roads, mostly. I have not been ambushed on my way to that second town. I don't know if you will actually be ambushed if you stay on the roads. Getting hungry. Can we cast spells? Oh, we can't. Not while in journey mode, I suppose. Traveling mode. So, C and C. You're full. Alright, on we go. That is definitely convenient. And we traveled through the entire night. Mean-looking mercenary, are you attacking me? Oh, wait. He's not attacking. Oh. I guess I attacked him. Could have sworn that even those... Well, I mean, those guys tend to be aggressive sometimes anyway. I've definitely, like... on the previous character, we encountered Laika, the dog, in the dungeon, right? And she was peaceful. On this character, I encountered her out, actually on the town level. And she was hostile, so, yeah, I don't know. There's a tavern, anyway. There's the casino, which I have not actually done anything with. I'm not a fan of gambling IRL or in video games, typically. Okay, enchantment is also a bit more expensive here. Request quest. Level 15, okay. Orc camp, yeah. Is that around here somewhere? The marauding orcs approach ever closer to our quiet town, as is happening all over in these troubled times. To the south lies a valley where the scouts have found an orc raiding party, preparing to overrun Angwil once and for all. Our forces are committed elsewhere. Please repel this threat before they reach our borders. And that quest is indeed just south of the town here. Let's see, I do have teleportation and word of recall, scrolls, some critical wounds. And of course, unfortunately, I have to have those 4 spellbooks with me, unless I'm willing to just give up on one of them entirely. I guess I'm not really getting a whole lot of use of the level 2 craft spellbook for now. In fact, what was that again? See invisibility, and I won't even be able to use remove curse until level 20. So honestly, oh, you know what? There was a see invisible ring for sale on the first town. It's probably not even going to be there anymore, even if I were to return for it. But maybe I'll get another one, and then I won't need to cast a spell. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much of a point in carrying this book around with me right now. Let's see here. Levitation, resist fire. Oh yeah, this character actually flies, being an angel. So we also levitate, I suppose, as far as I understand. That's certainly convenient. Okay, level 1 and level 2 spellbooks, nothing new here. Yeah. I don't know if there are higher level ones, I haven't seen them. If they exist. Get out of here, novice Minecrafter. I'll take your money though. Inner Temple will restore for 1,000, just like the previous place. You will identify on. I guess research is the greater identify. I could give that a try with my weapon, just to know exactly what it does. It is 1,500 though. I think I want to make sure that there isn't a ring for sale somewhere. I will drop off this level 2 craft spellbook here. Rialth of the Juggler, the black market. Ring of Shark Resistance for 9,000. Yeah, well, I used to have that kind of money, but not anymore. Longbow of extra shots. I'm sure that's good. My crossbow is decent. Could definitely be better. Did I request quest from here? Yeah, okay. Compare weapons. I don't know what that does or why it costs 400. Evaluate AC actually tells you, gives you a bit of a breakdown of dodge, chance, or damage, actually damage reduction, dodge chance, and I want to say something else based on your current AC and versus enemies of varying levels. I guess that's useful. Research monster, I'm not really sure how useful that is. General store sells nothing that I want, I don't think. Well, we don't need food, we don't need oil, we don't need light sources. I used to be on the lookout for a decent cloak, but, well, I have that now. It's just the same general store? Okay, I guess it just has 2 different entrances. What the heck? Insect Swarm? Get out of here. Books of Kendo, right. Not Bushido, Kendo. Anyway, yeah. We're unlikely to find a better weapon here. And unfortunately the only thing... Well, I suppose technically there could be an upgrade over... Over what, really? Realistically? I mean, not over the helmet that I have. Maybe the boots? Seems a bit unlikely. And, yeah, hands, unfortunately, I don't know if there is a type of gloves or hand armor that mages can wear and still cast spells unhindered. Yeah, just don't know. Recall to dungeon, that's a nice function. Teleport to dungeon level costs 1,000,000 gold pieces. That's kind of ludicrous. Recharge, identify all possessions. There's a place that does that for 600 or 800. definitely less than 1,000, so not exactly the most economical option. But I suppose at some point, you know, 200 or even 400 gold more or less is not really gonna matter. Right, that's my home. Forget. What's this place, actually? Maybe that's gonna be a quest location? Speaking of which, is there only one quest here? Or have I missed a place somewhere? Surely I've been over here. Yeah. Looks like there is only one quest. Do I attempt the Orc Cave? Or the Orc Camp? I don't know. I mean, I'm only level 16. Level 15 quest could be pretty bad. I don't remember specifically how that one goes. Or, you know, what that map looks like. I seem to maybe vaguely recall, but I'm not 100% sure. I might be thinking of something else. Anyway, I prefer to find something maybe level 10. Level 10 quest would be nice. So far I've only found level 5, then 15, and a couple of 25 quests. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I might as well... Well, actually I don't need to eat. Let's zap some things. Okay. Yeah, we're actually dealing okay damage now with our higher skill zap spell. Grab that bolt. Kill the echidna. C. Failed to get the spell off. Come on. C. I'm full. Can I leave? I can. Wait, I didn't mean to go there at all. Wait. Oh, okay. Wasn't quite there yet. Oh, hello. Awkward place to start. Where's the entrance to this place? Okay, there's one. Maybe just... Oh. You're not the tavern. Do you sell anything useful? Rods of pesticide. What's that do? I mean, it sounds like it's just gonna kill insects, I guess. 4 damage to all monsters in sight when you zap it. Okay, that's pretty bad. Why is that over 1,000 gold? That seems perfectly useless. I feel like at some point I used to know what statues do. Is the game gonna tell me? No, it's not. It's not going to, of course. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess they're maybe used with some sort of skill. Rest for the night. For 20, sure. No quest there, though. What do we have here? Weapon Master, no quest. Surely at the castle. Level 15. Well, the sewer. The sewer underneath the city has been acting strange lately. There are rumors of monsters living beneath our fair city. I need you to exterminate the vermin and bring the sewer back to its normal, if dirty, self. What? I did not mean to re-enter. Sewer's right there. I mean, I suppose it is an option, but I think I would feel more comfortable. Look at poster. Noborta Casita, the Yeek president. Okay. Is that gonna change? No, doesn't look like it. Oh, enter the arena. Palace of Heroes, of Heros. Oh. Huh? I mean, these are just my former characters. Wait, some of them? Is it all of them? No. Surely not. No, I haven't played more than one Archon. I'm fairly sure, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Unless I did and I just forgot. I obviously didn't make it very far. Huh. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure why those are there. Obviously none of them have entered the arena on the save file. Am I gonna enter? Surely I'm gonna be fine, right? Oh. Wait. You're actually... Oh, is the poster always going to show me the next enemy? He weighs 127 kilograms. He is the president of some remote country. Okay. Well then. How seriously do I need to take you? Grunts with pain. Hit points did not budge, so maybe a little bit... Maybe a little bit seriously. He says, I speak clearly, my speech is ambiguity. Okay. Runs with pain. Okay, I can't damage him. That's good. Good to know. Good to have that confirmed. Actually, shoot an arrow at him. Okay. And now we're down to melee attacks, which are actually working a lot better. Yeah, okay. Definitely more of a warrior than I am a mage. Thankfully, I'm allowed to pick up my arrows again, even though otherwise, I guess there is no looting in the arena. Actually, I forget, is there? Arg. Oh, wait. Oh, there is looting. I guess I was thinking of the Oblivion arena, where you are not allowed to loot your opponents. Leave the place? Do I still have... Yeah, I do have the amulet. Okay, interesting. Where's the place where you identify stuff around here? Not here. That's the Weapon Master. I guess I haven't even looked everywhere. So that's the Beastmaster, Arena, Library. Oh, that... No, actually, I'm not sure. Oh, you can identify here. Sure. Amulet of Adornment. Oh, wait. That's useless, isn't it? That literally doesn't do anything. Healing Prayer Restoration. That's 1500 here. Wow. Would there be anything useful here? Anything that you can't get elsewhere? It doesn't look like it. Oh, okay. Well, there is a level 4 arcane spellbook, which I'm slightly curious in checking out, although I don't know if you can even... Well, I suppose you could browse it and just look at the names of the spells, if nothing else. But you cannot do that, unfortunately, while it's in the shop. Yeah, it doesn't tell you. Well, I mean, obviously I'm still quite a ways away from that. Well, I mean, that being said, the highest level spell in the level 2 book is 15, so I guess maybe the first level, the first spell in the level 3 spellbook might be for level 16. So I might be getting into that territory, but obviously they don't have that here, so I'll have to keep an eye out. Various restoration stuff. Recharging. Enchanted weapons. Don't feel like that's likely to work with my already pretty, quite highly enchanted weapon. Sell that amulet, right? For 18, yeah. Cool. Unfortunately, they don't sell anything interesting here. I mean, I guess I could always go for the Ring of Resist Cold, which is better than nothing at all, but not a lot better. Examining the Amulet of Adornment, you see nothing special. Okay. It doesn't even have a full description. That's how worthless it is. General store, black market, I mean, sure, might as well check. Mushroom of Restore Constitution for 1100. Yeah, thanks. What does the Scroll of Super Destruction do, actually? It destroys everything nearby when you read it. Okay. That sounds dangerous. I'm sure there are some interesting things you can do with that. Rod of Illumination, disarming firebolts. Obviously too expensive for me. Ring of Warning. And detect dragons? I think? Yeah, senses dragons. Okay. Mine, unfortunately, is just Just plain with no extra effect. Yeah, okay. It's the casino. Thieves Guild with no quest or anything special going on. Lame. I wish there were just a lot more quests in these games. And isn't there a variant that just gives you randomly generated quests? Or am I making that up? Where you just specify a number of quests to be generated? Now, that's definitely a thing. Yeah, no other quests here. How lame. Unless... Are these other buildings actually buildings that can be entered? Guess not, huh? Well... So, I visited... Did I already visit 3 other towns? I'm already forgetting. Like, is this a 4th one? Is there only the one in the mountains left? I think so. Teleport. 2, 3. Well, yeah, okay. So there is only one more place. Might as well check that one out, I suppose. Although it might be a little bit dangerous to get there. Surely it's gonna be fine. It's unlikely to have a lower level quest, though, I think. That's, if anything, that's maybe the highest level place. I think that's how it is anyway. I guess here I have to actually cross the water like that, which worked just fine. And here we're out of roads, so we're just gonna hop down here real quick. MCC. Hop back up and hope for the best. Okay, no problem. Kind of. Thankfully we can just move through this terrain, even though it looks like mountains. Cloaks, cloaks, fur cloak. Oh, hey, Nue. Okay, good. Thankfully, apparently I can kill Nue no problem. But I kind of seem to remember there are also just being dragons on this map. Maybe I'm misremembering that. Spell books. Level 1, level 2, level 4. What the heck? Where's the level 3 book? I guess it doesn't exist. Oh, is that the Nue corpse? Yeah. Is there even a tavern? Yeah, looks like maybe here. Okay, rest for the night, so at least it's not dark outside. Might as well eat and drink. A frost giant, excuse me? I guess it would be hostile, huh? Should I shoot it or cast a spell? I don't know. Honestly, I should probably just run. That thing might very well just kill me outright. I have no idea. But here I am. Hits the frost giant. Oh, okay, never mind. That dealt okay damage to it. That should work. Yeah, that should be no problem at all. Unless it one-shots me. It misses me, it hits me, it dealt some damage, but honestly not too bad. And I killed it. Pfft. Why was I even worried? Obviously they wouldn't put any actually dangerous enemies right in the middle of the town here. That would be mean. Okay, nothing special here. And nothing special here, of course. What am I looking for? Mostly quests? This place didn't have anything, right? No. Identification. Well, I mean, I suppose I should probably get some of those. Except... Well, I'm still gonna need that if I want to identify anything like, you know, rings, amulets, potions, scrolls. So, sure, why not? Let's just get a couple of those. 57, sure. Huh? 15, please. Sure. I could even get some more, but 15 seems like a decent number for now. They even have greater identify for 1700, yeah. Guess I'm better off paying 1500 to have my items researched then. I guess here we have tourist information. Chaos Tower, Tower of Sorcery, and the Nature Tower. Is that it? I suppose so. There's a ring of lava up here, which doesn't seem to have anything useful. Oh, hold on. There is more down here. The temple and the black market, but both of those are probably just shops. Which means I don't even have the quest option. Teleport level, Rod of Light. I haven't seen any potions of increased attribute, which used to be what I... Wait. I literally say that just as I look at the Potion of Wisdom, which is 25% off and still 83,000? Okay, so they definitely changed some of the prices here. Well, it is a black market, so things are gonna be more expensive here than they might be elsewhere, but I definitely seem to remember using, you know, buying stat increasing potions as a money sink in one of my, or some of my more successful runs in other band variants. This guy, I also notice, will apparently pay up to 60,000 for an item, so just out of curiosity, I'm going to check... Okay, wait. 6,800? I swear the weapon shop in the first town was willing to pay 30,000 for that one. Did something happen? That was definitely that weapon. That's why I kept it over something else that also seemed decent. Because the game seemed to think that it was amazing. Maybe it's just because the black market will only ever, you know, pay a fraction of what something is worth, even more of a fraction than shops do anyway. Anyway, yeah. Maybe the prices there are just ridiculous in general. Okay, let's not step into the lava. Tourist info. What do you have for me? 65. Yeah, okay, sure. Node of Arcane. Tourists who reach the summit of the mystery. The summit of the mystery. Confirm the presence of a Bernie something. You must find the location of the singularity and pump up the flammable element. What the heck does that even mean? That does not make a whole lot of sense. Wait, oh, the quest is right there, yeah. Sure. That's not gonna happen anytime soon. Needless to say, request quest closed. Why is it closed? You have no right to choose that. Sorry. Cure mutation. Okay. There is the Warriors Guild in the first, or rather the second town, Morivant, or whatever it's called, that has the option for a quest, which is not grayed out, but when you choose it, it says come back later or something. I don't have anything for you right now, which at least implies that maybe there is going to be a quest later. No right to choose that. Okay. Okay, this guy also identifies all my positions for 800, like some other place elsewhere. And last but not least, we have another place that is not going to give me a quest. Cool. Okay, I mean, I didn't expect anything useful here. This is just a way too high level area. So what do we do? I guess Orc Caves? Why not Orc Caves? Level 10 dungeon seems like it might be doable. So we're going to... Wait, you cannot travel from here? Uh-oh. Wait. Seriously? Rest, buy, listen, identify. Well then. Well then. I guess we're just gonna leave the way we came. I'm ambushed in the mountains. That's not great. Help. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mature green dragon. Are you kidding me? I guess I'll teleport. Oh god, I don't have enough teleportation scrolls. I cannot because monsters are nearby. How nearby is too nearby? I might just die here. I guess I should not have come here. What do? I could heal myself and then run, but the dragon is gonna catch up to me, is the problem. Maybe I should have tried to keep running to the edge of the screen. I'm not entirely sure how this works. If going to the next map will allow you to run away from enemies. Obviously, right now I can't see what else I might be running into. We know the dragon is somewhere to the left. So maybe if I try running diagonally away from it, it might not be aware of where I am. Ring of warning pulsates. No. Oh god. Yeah, I'm just gonna die here. Well. Yeah. Unfortunate. Extremely unfortunate, actually. Guess I'm gonna teleport away again. Hope to end up closer and to the edge of the screen. I'm gonna drink a potion. Can I please just get away? Thank you. I don't like this at all. Don't get ambushed, please. Okay, at least I'm not in the mountains anymore. And I'm on the road. Holy crap. I think I'm probably safe at this point. But that was way too close. No longer full, that's okay. Ambushed on the road. Okay, well, that answers that question, I suppose. Surely we should be able to deal with whatever we're facing here, though. Well, actually, I don't know that. This might still be considered a pretty high-level zone. I'm going to cast MAD. Metallic red centipedes, ravens, blue centipede, novice mage, novice rogue. Okay, never mind. These are very low-level enemies we have absolutely no trouble defeating. Good. Just get out of here. Huh? Oh. Press the wrong button. Keep going. I'm ambushed again. Okay, whatever. Maybe I should have started running north instead, but that's okay. You know what? Kill these jokers. Agent of the black market, what are you doing here? Oh. Wait, actually, there's no way to deal with multiplying enemies like those mice, so you have to run away from those pretty much. Probably gonna get hungry pretty soon here, but that's okay. Just making sure. Okay, that is the Orc Cave. Okay, yes. Enter, please. And we're in the Orc Caves. Whew, okay. I saw my life passing before my eyes there for a moment. But we made it to the relative safety of the Orc Caves. I'm gonna go ahead and MCC, so we're full, and start exploring, I guess. Dragons, huh? Baby dragons are fine, though. We can deal with those. Those are just fancy wall tiles, yeah. Okay. I guess we're probably gonna have some more of these cavernous rooms. That would make sense around here. Door bursting open. Yeah. Dark Elven Mage. Unknown Scroll. Unknown Mushroom. Do I? Sure, whatever. Oh god. Hallucinogenic Mushroom. Perfect. Let's just hide in this little hole here. You don't like the look of this place, you don't say. Okay. Fine. No longer tripping. Light green potion. I mean, I guess that's what I have my scrolls of identification for. Large kobold. Unruly horse. Giant white ant. Nothing too scary here. I mean, the first level here is gonna be level 10, so it shouldn't be too bad for a level 16 character, but you never know what you might run into. Trying very hard not to be too overconfident, but you know, it happens so easily. We have not seen any other stairs yet. Oh, hello, Novice Mage, out of nowhere. I don't know, maybe not all enemies are actually automatically hostile, or maybe that one was and just didn't see me, or it looked like they just walked past me though. Maybe I misunderstood something. Also, having these different wall tiles, what the heck is happening here? Yeah, whatever. These mountain wall tiles is actually a little bit distracting. We'll see if I get used to it. If I get used to reading them as wall tiles. Actually, what are we looking at here? Electrical zones? What the heck is that? Gray icky thing and giant white ant inside of that? I don't know if I want to step into that. I guess I don't. The enemies aren't crossing it. Oh, wait. The black harpy did. Maybe if you fly you can? Shrieker mushroom. Can you just fly over that? I mean, I am flying. For science? Oh. Ring of Warning glows pink. I don't know what that means. Oh, that electricity did shock me. Okay, yeah, I should not be above that. Shrieker mushroom, get out of here. Okay, so it turns out you can't cross that, so long as you don't linger. But also, there was absolutely nothing in there, of course, so in this case it wasn't worth it, but I guess it's good to know for the future. Definitely don't remember seeing anything like that before, but maybe it's just a relatively rare dungeon feature. Or it's unique to this variant, that's also possible. Do we know... The luck is turning, huh? Oh, wait, what damaged me so much? Oh, the kamikaze geek. Those things. My favorite. Wooden torch. Surely that's not useful. Maybe there's some sort of super rare artifact torch that's somehow extremely good. I don't know. I suppose I could always, if I'm unsure about that kind of thing. Where was it actually? Oh, it's there in the corridor? Yeah. If I really want to know I could always go ahead and cast MBD. Failed to get the spell off. MBD. And no further indication. Is it gonna tell me? Unidentified. Wait. That's just... It's just normal, isn't it? Yeah. That's what it always says. But I guess that also means that it's not magical, or else it would tell me? Probably? I guess I have to test it with something that I know is magical to know exactly how the game is going to mark that for me. Or maybe the spell just isn't that useful. I don't know. I mean, it has to do something, right? Detect magical items? Well, there's a way down. No idea how deep this place is, obviously. Warning, pulsates sharply. No. So we know there's a trap ahead of us. The enemies actually seem to be a bit hesitant to step onto it. Okay, there it is. A dark trap. Okay, slaughtered all of those successfully. Ring of searching unidentified. Some arrows. Pile of 2 items. White spotted mushroom is sapphire ring. Okay. Unknown ring type. White spotted mushroom. You know what? This could be bad. So let's see how bad. Mushroom of blindness. Okay, it wouldn't have been that bad, honestly, but obviously not something you ever want. Read, identify, sapphire ring. Ring of weakness -2, cursed. Wonderful. I could have sworn I identified that at some point, but apparently not. Not on this character. So we just try that. At least now we know. Do we have the trap zap spell? MB... Or was it in the spellbook that I got rid of? I don't know, trap and door destruction. I haven't used it yet, so let's give it a shot, I guess. 6% fail chance. Surely it's gonna work. Oh, we target that. Well then. Multiple bright flashes of light and the trap is gone. That worked. Okay, I just assumed for some reason that it would just affect everything within range, but nope. Well, in that case, that's actually pretty nice. Should I hang around more? I guess the level feeling seems to imply to me that maybe there is something potentially useful to be gained here. Oh hey, I found a trap. My ring did not help against that at all. That's cool. MB... Wait. No, MAG. MAG. Okay. Yeah, not sure why the ring didn't work there. I guess it's not 100% reliable, although so far it had seemed to. It seemed to be. Definitely still have it on. Didn't somehow end up unequipping it. I don't know. I guess I could always detect monsters. One baby black dragon all the way over there. There does not seem to be a whole lot going on here. Maybe I should just leave. I suppose in this unknown place I might be better off exploring a bit more carefully when it seems like there is maybe something useful to get. I could drop down 2 forests at once here if I wanted to. Something points at me and curses. Don't do that, please. Okay, a bunch of these things. I guess these are just enemies I'm not going to detect. Undead specifically. Where's that baby? Black Dragon. Somewhere around here, right? Oh. Sorry, Hawk. Sudden stirring nearby. Huh? Sudden stirring again. There's a dragon. There was the dragon. Giant gray rats. Are those explosive breeders? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, wait, never mind. It says so right there. It's actually marked in color. It's good to know. Bloodshot Eye, not sure what those do. Okay, apparently I tried that potion at some point and didn't figure out what it was. A potion of booze. I did identify those this time around. In fact, on this character, I think what I did is instead of buying a lantern, as I usually do, as I told you last time, I bought just a short bow and as many arrows as I could. Yeah, a short bow and 99 arrows, actually, because this character started with 500 gold, so a bit more money to work with. But yeah, that's basically all I got, and I immediately went into that... what is it called? Dump Witness quest. And I just, at level 1, I just started shooting that cloaker and the death swords. And even though most of my shots missed early on, I leveled up just from shooting, even without killing the thing. And by the time I killed the cloaker, which was literally the first enemy I killed in the game, I was level 4. And then by the time I finished the quest, I was level 6. And obviously I got the free lantern out of it, and the potions of cure critical wounds, and the scrolls of teleportation. So actually doing it like that, that quest is a pretty decent thing to do first. And really, yeah, all you need to do is just pick up some kind of ranged weapon and enough ammo. I ended up losing... I think I ended up with 77 out of my 99 arrows that I started with. So 22 of those got permanently destroyed. But of course I got a little bit lower than that at times, because I had to pick up a bunch after dealing with each of those enemies. But yeah, I want to say that even with just 50 arrows, you're probably going to be okay. You're probably going to have enough to whittle those things down, unless your character is really extremely unskilled with ranged weapons. But yeah, that worked out, and that gave me a nice start, I suppose. Some nice starting equipment and a nice couple of starting levels. So that's definitely an alternative way to get a character going. Even if it's maybe a little bit annoying trying to, you know, to deal with those relatively high-level enemies with your non-existent ranged skill and damage. Okay, maybe this is the source of the... not so great level feeling. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Getting a little bit surrounded here. Blink away? That kind of works, maybe? Yeah, okay. That's basically what I wanted. Just not fight them all out in the open. But one at a time like this should be mostly okay. Sand Dweller. Pfft. Please. Oh, there's Lactuve, actually. We're level 17. Nice. Kill that horse. I should absolutely cast Heroism. What am I doing? Should have cast that a while ago. It does have a 23% fail chance. Don't fail me, please. Okay, good. Didn't fail me. There's Lactuve. Okay, he hits me a lot. Yikes. We have plenty of healing potions. So I think I'm definitely just gonna attack again. Yeah, okay, that was a nice hit. And he didn't hit me nearly as many times. Surely I can hit him again. He might even run away. Did not run away, but this might kill him. It did kill him. Good. Well, why don't I go ahead and just heal myself a little bit? Nope. H. I feel better. Good. Kill those jokers. M-A-H. M-A-H. Oh, failed to get the spell off. But we also might be out of enemies. Rest. Don't like the look of this place? It's okay. Heroism wears off, and we're fully healed. Awesome. Money, equipment, Ring of Stupidity, wonderful. Destroy that, please. Pick up a bunch of money. More money. Ninja Toe. Something makes a high-pitched shriek, so a Shrieker Mushroom, right? Staff of Detect Invisible. Use that, I guess. Corpse of Lactive rolled all the way over here. Okay, where's that stupid mushroom? Okay. See, invisible wore out. Oh. More scent dwellers. Yeah, we only killed one. There's usually a lot more than that. Hard leather armor. Where's the stupid mushroom? Come on. I don't know if the shrieking really does anything. Oh, there it is. Once the enemies know I'm here anyway. Okay. But yeah, that's enough of that. Oh, hey. Red worm mass. That's great. Those are definitely breeding explosively. What's that? Ninja Toe is uncursed. Hard leather armor is cursed. So we can definitely just get rid of that. Destroy that. I want to say that so far, the items that I did auto-identify as uncursed also turned out to be magical. But that might just be a coincidence. Because it's only been a couple where I had that feeling. Will I be able to get rid of these worms? I think so. Seems like I'm making progress here. Not that I need to, I could just leave, actually. Almost certainly I've gotten, you know, the most useful things out of this for. That being the kill of that elite. And any loot that, you know, might have given me. Any good loot. Actually, I'm not entirely sure I'm making progress against these worms. It's hard to tell sometimes. Oh, this is also a really large cavern. You know what? Yeah, it's just not worth it. They are worth... Well, I mean, I suppose they're worth 2.3 experience each, so it's going to add up. It's maybe not the most exciting thing to do. Definitely would help if I had some sort of area spell to blast away more than one of these at a time. But they're pretty harmless and, you know, very numerous. Actually, no, I'm not so sure if they're not multiplying quicker than I can get rid of them. So long as I don't spend too much time just running after them. I think think I might be making some headway, although, yeah, now they've also started expanding this way. Yeah, okay, some got past me. I think I'm just gonna get out of here and let them do their thing. It's not really worth it. Yeah, okay, actually, it's worse than I thought. Just get out of here. Can we close that? We can. Level feeling. Luck is turning. That might just be because of the worms, actually. Wait, this is not the way to go. Uh-oh. Door burst open. Where was that door? Where was that staircase? There's one. Sure, just head down to level 12 immediately. I mean, we've technically been on dungeon level 13 before, so this is not the lowest dungeon level we've been. But this dungeon might just be a little bit trickier in general. I don't know. Let's see here. What do we have? Right, all that uncursed stuff. I wanted to, well, let's see here. M-B-D. Sense the presence of magic objects. Oh. Okay, so magic objects include spellbooks and scrolls. That for Shar apparently is magical. That's good to know. An unidentified ring of teleportation, almost certainly cursed. And even if it isn't, I suppose I wouldn't want it. Rusty wand, platinum rod, actually. Okay, that could be nice. Do we know anything? Okay, so casting that spell did not tell me anything about the scimitar I have. Which might mean that it's not magical? Or that the spell will only reveal magical or enchanted items that are on the floor and will not actually mark them otherwise in any way, like will not auto-inscribe them for me. Well, let's identify some stuff anyway. That potion that I tried before. I mean, that's probably just gonna be something like cure poison. It's slow poison, yeah, okay. I think there might be a cure poison, but slow poison is basically just, you know, will basically reduce poison duration by so and so many turns. And poison tends to be relatively weak early on. Well, I guess it depends on the thing that poisons you, but yeah, things that poison you in the early game tend to only give you a handful of turns of poison at most. So it's not typically too big of a deal unless you're also taking damage from some other source. Anyway, that is not particularly... The potion is not a particularly useful one. Potion of Boldness is anti-fear, which, I guess. Fear also doesn't tend to last very long, but it is annoying when it happens, so I guess for now I'm going to hold on to that one. The slow poison one, well, I mean, I'm also going to hold on to while I have the room for it, but that's definitely something to get rid of. Identify the wand. Heal monster, yeah, okay. I think that's just universally bad, unless you somehow have minions, I guess. But I haven't really been able to make a pet class work in any of the Hengbands, I think. It's just, I don't know, it feels tedious, and while there are ways to command your pets, right, there's all of this. Yeah, I just haven't had a good pet character, I suppose. Maybe I should try to play some sort of demon summoner or something. I guess, I mean, in theory it sounds like it could be fun, but in practice the micromanagement is often not that fun. I don't know. I really don't know how it works here. Or how powerful it might be. Okay, so let's test. The Ninja Toe I auto-identified as uncursed. Is it also magical? It is. Coincidence? I don't know. We did not identify the scimitar as magical with the spell, and I did not auto-identify it yet. Maybe I will eventually. Oh, it's actually cursed. Interesting. So it would have eventually told me that it's cursed. I wonder if the -3 and 1 enchantment is also technically counts as magical, as a magical enchantment. I suppose it is. In a way. But maybe the game does treat that differently. And would not have told me that the scimitar was magical if it was just lying on the floor. I can't know that though. Because now of course it's identified. Anyway. I guess it's good to know that it's cursed, at least. Yeah, kind of wish that this character just did the normal, you know, pseudo ID instead of the somewhat unreliable and slow. I guess it's what is it called? There's pseudo ID, and then the cursed uncursed feeling is called something else. I don't know. I used to know these things, some of these things at some point, but not anymore. Well, let's actually just read this unknown scroll. Presence of objects. Okay, cool. Object detection. Trenchworm. What do you do again? Moves quickly, can bore through walls. Ah, right. It also hurts a little bit, but seem to be killing it. Hey there. Tiger and folding screen? The heck? This terrifying tiger used to escape nightly from the folding screen in a lord's mansion and eat people. Is that actually an elite or just a type of enemy? So the lord asked a child priest to get rid of the tiger. The priest exorcised the tiger from the screen, but did not catch it afterwards. Now it roams as it wills. Now it is settled in the Hengband, and breeding. Okay, so I guess it's just an enemy type. Wait, oh, the worm is just tunneling? No. Oh wait, the worm, I see. The worm can actually just freely move through walls. It does not remove the wall tiles. But where'd the tiger come from then? I guess that thing can also just move through walls? That's not great. I guess I should get rid of the worm first then. Kill it, please? Oh, it flees in terror. I suppose that works for now. Hit the tiger in the folding screen. Uh-oh. Okay, okay. The first hit didn't seem so promising, but then... Okay, I've slain it. Yikes. Large kobold should not be a problem. Oh, the worm actually did remove that wall tile, I guess. Dark Elven Mage. Poisoned. Get out of here. Draugrs aren't so bad. Magic mapping. Might as well read that, I guess. Ooh, wait, that's an absolute mess. That did not help at all. I should not have done that. That looks... God, that's awful. No longer poisoned, I guess that's nice. Zombified Orc. Black Ant. Can I please recover a little bit? Nope. Well, I can cast Regeneration. That's gonna help a little bit. What's happening? Destroyed the Draugr. Why did I stop resting? Mushroom of Poison. Nice. I don't see what interrupted my rest there. White Wolf. Would you like to come here? No? Killer Bee. There's the wolf. Another wolf. Another wolf? Or have I not been killing them? No, I've slain them before, so there are just multiple. Okay. The worm never returned? Yellow mushroom tried. I tried it and it didn't do anything bad. So is it a... It might be a restoration mushroom of some sort? Let's identify it, I suppose. Yellow mushroom tried, yes. Mushroom of cure confusion. Oh, okay. Right. Oh god, this map, this is terrible. Oh, there's the trench worm. Okay. Finally killed it. With a decent amount of experience. If nothing else. Muglash the Cobalt Lord. Oh, hey there. Oh, you're not too tough, are you? Yeah, not too tough. We got a Hellcat, which we've learned is not as scary as I thought at one point. Kamikaze exploded, of course. What's that? Ball lightning. Explodes, Killer Bee dies. Okay, I take some damage, but not too bad. Giant Red Ant is dead. I nearly faint as horrible visions of death fill my mind. Oh, great. I love when that happens. Is that you? Yamato the Swordmaster. I am still regenerating, which is nice. What is happening? I'm enveloped in flames. I guess this is a samurai and he's using the burning blade skill on me. Thankfully... Well, actually he's dealing some pretty heavy damage here. My first hit against him was pretty good. Surely... yeah, okay. Go to hell! He's not dead? Uh-oh. It's fine, I'm gonna kill him. Yep. Thank you for reading. Welcome to level 18. Can learn 4 more spells. I feel cuter. Nice. Very helpful right now. Stop killing me, Radiant Kabu, please. Resists what a lot? What's happening? Oh, something breathes fire. Wait, what actually does? Unknown scroll burned up, which is unfortunate. Staff of Light burned up. Jumping... oh, the jumping fireball? I guess that was breathing fire? Poison kobold. How dangerous are these jumping fireballs? The embodiment of heat. Moves quickly, can fly, it's shining. Nothing is known about its attack. Oh dear. I would like to get to safety, but my options are limited. I have a single scroll of teleportation left. I could blink and hope to land somewhere safer. Actually, I'm only now starting to look at the dungeon layout here, and we have this little labyrinthian section that we're just at the edge of. So I guess that's just a special substructure. It also happens to be full of loot and, I guess, a bunch of scary enemies. I'm gonna try blinking. Even though it's definitely risky. I did not mean to do whatever I just did. Okay, thankfully I was able to cancel it. E, please. Okay. Okay. Wait. I used to be... God, this is so confusing. No, I used to be there. Okay, this is where I used to be. So, I'm in relative safety right now. This door is broken. Yep. Unfortunate. What do we have up there? Platinum rod. Unknown rod. I mean, I could always go ahead and just cast some light heals. Feeling better. The enemies have not found me again. Yeah, these light heals don't really heal for a whole lot. Also, maybe I should have... Yeah. I wanted to cast Heroism, but unfortunately now I'm 1 point off. Okay, now I can cast it. Some door burst opens somewhere. Please don't fail this. Thank you. Killer Bee is up there. The Fire Vortex. That seems like an enemy I don't want to be near. It's the Fire Vortex. Fire Vortex rides about. Okay, one more and... One more and... It should die if I hit. It's destroyed. Oh. No mention of it exploding and damaging the enemies around it, which I was kind of hoping would happen, but oh well. Radiant Calvo, are you the same one? I guess that must be the same one I damaged earlier, so it did make its way around. Okay, dealing some good damage to it. Okay, I've slain it. It was worth 56, okay. Poison Cobalt, get out of here. Cast some spells. Cobalt dies, I like that. Get out of here. Oh, there's a fireball. Yeah, I should probably try to kill that one from as far away as possible if I can. Do we have any wands? No. Or any other offensive options? Not really. Small Kobold is dead. Hit the jumping fireball. It exploded. Oh, nice. Okay. So those actually die easily. And they will explode and deal damage around them. I don't know if that's also the same thing that breathed fire. You got Cold Hound, actually. Hounds are troublesome. And, of course, like all hound-like creatures in this game, are extremely prone to avoid stepping into your line of sight. Unless they feel like they can get the jump on you. Oh, there we go. That works. Okay, hit it, dealt good damage to it. And it's technically running away now? Nice. I guess these Cold Hounds are not among the more dangerous versions. Okay, that was all pretty exciting. Heroism wears off, that's fine. We are... This level looks very dangerous. It does indeed. And that's after dealing with a bunch of the dangerous things. Oh, you're a cloaker. Yikes. Actually, I might be able to deal with them. I mean, it's literally the first enemy I killed on this character, so you'd think that by now I should be much better equipped to deal with it. Yeah, I mean, it took like 30 shots to kill the first one. Looks like we're gonna two-shot this one. Oh. Just about. There we go. It gave me a Shadow Cloak. That sounds fancy. Red Mushroom. I'm not going to YOLO mushrooms anymore. Oh, the Platinum Rod, right. I can absolutely YOLO that one, but let's identify the... Oh, Shadow Cloak? I mean, sure. It's a Shadow Cloak 6+4. I don't know what that does, though. How that compares to my Cloak of Magic Resistance. It's better defense. Well, I suppose it's not cursed, and it doesn't sound like it's bad, so... Okay, I was hoping that maybe it would give me some sort of message like you fade into the shadows or something. I mean, presumably this is gonna make me stealthier? That would make sense to me. Stealth is excellent, but I think it was around that level before, so not sure. If nothing else, it's a bit more armor. Read, identify... Oh, Mushroom of Stupidity. Cool. Definitely destroying that one. Thank you very much. Ring of Warning pulsates sharply. No. So there's a trap there. Yes, there is. It is a pit, though, which we can just fly over. Kind of wish my Ring of Warning would take that into account. The fact that I can fly over certain things. But that's okay. Because I guess I can't expect too much. There are all the traps here. Is it all going to be pits, though? Oh. It's a compact room. Actually, I'm not sure what that does. What that is. And I keep forgetting. Is it M-A? Yes, it's M-A-G. Zap that one. Okay, so this place is just completely filled with traps. That's extremely annoying. It's gonna make this very slow. That's a Dark Trap. M-A... I said M-A-G. Zap that. Kill that Phantom Warrior. Oh, does it actually zap traps in a line? Oh, you know what? That might be the case, actually. And Jibaku Ghost, what is that? Also, that's just... okay, those are just items, not enemies. Jibaku Ghost. A lost soul of an adventurer still lingering in this world. It moves at normal speed. Does not deign to chase intruders. Can fly and pass through walls. It's invisible, but I can't see it. Why can I see it again? Is that intrinsic? Or is my Morningstar Fairy maybe doing that? Which is not fully identified. But of Fairy, I don't know, it sounds like it might make you see invisible. Or is it the Feanorian Lamp, maybe? No. As far as I'm aware, that does not have any magical abilities. It's not magical, it's just a type of light source that doesn't need fuel. Could be the Scale Mail, but that sounds more martial related. Doesn't sound like something... oh, the Kabuto of Infravision. Well, Infravision is seeing in the dark. Not... and that one should be fully identified. And doesn't mention see invisible, so... I don't know. Either way, I guess I'm just glad that I am seeing the ghost, whatever the reason may be. Let's zap this thing. Okay, we can target it. It's a Rod of Slow Monster. Okay. The ghost is also half dead for some reason. I'm not quite sure what did that, but I'll take it. We hit it. Freeze and Terror. I don't think so. It's destroyed. Only worth 12, actually. It's not a particularly dangerous enemy, apparently. But, you know, better safe than sorry. I know. It's a funny thing for me to say. So I'm being anything but safe here. A Tengu. Hey there. That could actually be dangerous. It's the Tengu. Hisses in pain, blinks away. Which unfortunately means that I can't see how much I damaged it. A Rusty Wand. An Ice Kobold. Slain the Ice Kobold in one. That's good. Tengu blinked away again. Rod of Slow... another Rod of Slow Monster. I mean, that might be worth a decent amount, I guess, if nothing else. Tengu blinked away again. The Orc Shaman is probably still down this corridor, so... finds a mark. I mean, that should have probably killed it. Ring of Warning pulsates sharply. No, that's okay. Of course, there's the trap. Okay, zapped a bunch of traps, maybe? There's the Tengu again. Okay, we dealt some okay damage to it. I guess it's defeatable. I am moving deeper into this labyrinth, though, which is probably not a good idea. A white potion. Quarterstaff. Potion of Cure Light Wounds. Meh, okay, that's not gonna save anyone. Tango is destroyed. We're 30, okay. Got a Hill Org, we got a Flamberge, 3d7. Grishnak the Hill Orc says, Saruman is a fool, and a dirty treacherous fool. Okay. Let us MCF. Yeah, I figured that would happen eventually. Well, let's just attack him, which seems to work just fine, actually. Nice. 3-shot him. Oh. Member of Demon Slayer Corps. You are not a novice warrior. These Corps are the ghosts killed by Rui? Okay, whatever. More references I do not get. That's okay. Oh. Okay, destroyed the member of Demon Slayer Corps. Hellcat, come here, please. Electric Kobold. Interesting enemies. Got a Hill Giant. Okay, that sounds a little bit scary, perhaps. FQ. I really wish I could inscribe my arrows to always be the same letter. It's a little bit annoying having to deal with a constantly changing letter assignment, but oh well. Huh? I guess I just missed. How do we miss a giant in a corridor? That takes some special skill, or lack thereof, I guess. Okay, Hill Giant is dead. Oh god, we got an Ogre Warrior. Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. That dealt more damage than I first thought. Oh, I actually killed him. Huh. I guess I'm more powerful than I thought. Can we please be done with the enemies here? Hellcat, please. I just want to pick up some loot and kind of get out of here. Baby Black Dragon. Okay. Oh god, there's so much. What are we looking at here? Black Ogre, Poison Kobold, Electric Kobold, Draugr. I have enough to attempt another heroism. Should I? Maybe. MCF. Okay, it worked. Okay. Ogres apparently aren't so bad. Ring of Warning pulsates sharply. That's okay. Thanks for the warning. I have found a trap. Okay. Oh, in fact, there are traps all around me. Compact Rune, Dark Trap. I wonder if you actually... if the Trap Destruction spell is actually going to destroy traps that you don't even know about yet. If you just send one of those down the corridor, is it going to zap all the traps? I guess it would be nice if it did. Not that I can afford it yet, right? Oh, never mind, I can. I guess all the bright, every single bright flash of light indicates one trap that was zapped. Seems like it. Hit the Yeti, I've slain the Yeti. Living dangerously here. Dangerously. Scroll of Rumor. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, that's the end of the corridor there. Right, this is the extent of what we mapped previously. Oh, right. No, that's fine. Yeah, those rats do breed explosively, which means that the dungeon, or yeah, they're probably filling a decent portion of the dungeon here. I don't know if it's really worth trying to go after them. They are obviously not worth a whole lot. Trap distraction. Ring of warning. It could be one of those rings of warning that come with some additional benefit. That would be nice. Clotted red potion. More rats. No, that's okay. Just waiting for 9 mana so I can zap this corridor of traps. Dark blue mushroom, which we don't know what it does. I'm surprised there don't seem to be any rats behind me up this corridor. Could I actually be so lucky? And they somehow only bred down this corridor here? Which does actually, well, I mean, at least this branch leads into a dead end. This one here goes on, so there could still be 1,000 of them. But for now, we're keeping them somewhat contained. Mushroom of Cure Paranoia. Did we not see one of those? Or was that Cure... No, what was that one? Cure Hallucination? No. Actually, I don't know. Some other mushroom of Cure something. Uh-oh. Let's not let them get away into the corridor that we came from. I'm a little bit poisoned. Yeah, there are more rats down this way. Uh-oh. Wait, can we actually block that one off? No, that's broken, isn't it? Yeah. No, wait, it's an open door. Wait. Can we actually do this? No, that's okay. More traps, of course. Can we go there? Yes. Can we go there? Nope. Okay, sure. Let's focus on that little corridor first. Although, that being said, let's actually not do that. A, G, let's zap down to the right there and actually shoot those rats over to the left, whatever might be left there. If there even is anything left. F, R. Well, we didn't hit anything there. Let's zap down to the left. Didn't hit anything, so might actually have cleared that. Of course. Oh, that's just a pit, right? Pits are fine. Pits don't affect us. A pungent potion, a small sword. Nice. Okay. A pike. Oh wait, that's just a pit. Oh, there's stuff though. Well, I suppose if nothing else, that would be our arrows. Please just be a pit to my left. It's not just a pit. It's a discolored spot. What do those do? Ah, we can zap again, so might as well. A flail. My bolt. Small metal shield. And that's all of our inventory full. Wonderful. Right, cure paranoia. Might as well deal with the redstone this way. Oh? No more rats? Really? Well, did we actually contain the plague? It's kind of crazy that that worked out. Oh, yes. Okay, only a single trap down this corridor. A lead-filled mace. Oh, what do we do about all of these items? We got 2 rods of slow monster. What actually happens if I use one of those? One charging, so I could still use this again. Okay. That's interesting that it keeps them stacked. Right, we have a rusty wand. I guess I could try to identify that. Well, actually, let's go ahead and just identify these potions. Blindness. Okay. We definitely don't need that. Right, blindness can go. We can just drink the slow poison. Actually drink the boldness as well. In before I am going to need that immediately. What was this one? Oh, boldness. Wait, did I not drink that? Oh, I guess I dropped it instead of drinking, which is fine. Read, identify, pungent potion, sickliness, wonderful. Don't mind if I just destroy that, thank you very much. And technically I could identify that shield, and if it's really good I could just put it on. It's cursed actually. Well, that's almost as good, because that means I can just free up that slot without having to feel bad about it at all. Scroll of Rumor, whatever. Actually, just read it. Scrolls of Dispel Evil will remove or reverse bad enchantments. Oh. Remove or reverse. I guess that's moderately useful. What are you? A pike and a light crossbow. I mean, we are using a light crossbow, so chances are this one's actually better than what we have. It could be. A rusty wand. Let's destroy that skeleton. Let's zap that wand. Oh wait, rusty wand is what we have, right? Yeah. Well. Oh. Oh, stone to mud. At least now we know. I did not mean to disarm that, thank you. Steel helm. Wooden torch unidentified. Give me my bolts back, please. Mushroom of Cure Confusion. Oh, that was the one, I suppose, that I was thinking of. A Jingasa. Apparently that's a type of armor, but who knows where you would wear it. I certainly don't know. Plate armor 27, holy crap. So my bolts back up to 92. Quartz ring. Final scroll of identify? Sure. Resist fire. I mean, I guess I'll just put that on. Sure, we'll take the plate armor. That's definitely gonna slow me down, yeah. 2 items. Dark red mushroom. Golden crown? Wait a second. Okay, well, YOLO the mushroom. I shouldn't, but here we are. Mushroom of weakness, awesome. Okay, well that's fine. We're just gonna cure that. 93 bolts. Scroll titled, oh, okay. Unknown scroll. Sure, read that. Presence of traps. Well, that would have been moderately useful. Better late than never, I suppose. Another bolt. Okay, we didn't... Oh, actually, there are more. 3... Oh, in fact, we maybe didn't lose any, or just one? It's better than I thought. Broadsword, Rod of Slow Monster. What? Wait. I failed to get the spell off. Wonderful. M-A-G, please. Okay. Does that have all of those traps? Yeah. That confirms that... Well, I mean, I guess we had that already confirmed, that the spell does indeed zap down the entire corridor. It's really nice. Moderately interested in this Fauchard, but then again... Any of the items I have might be magical, for all I know. I don't know how useful the Wand of Stone to Mud is. I mean, obviously it could be really useful. But is there anything else I'd be okay just leaving? I mean, the Tanto, even if it's really highly enchanted, is unlikely to be that great, right? Because the base item is so weak. It's basically just a dagger. Arcane Spellbook level 1, thanks I guess. What are you? Discolored Spot. Can we just disarm that? I've disarmed it. Yellow Mold misses me. What? Oh, hi there. I somehow didn't see you. Right, that doesn't affect us. What have we over here? Robe, Ring of Teleportation, Chainmail, some money. Can definitely get to that. Augmented Chainmail, in fact. Another Fauchard. Yeah, you know what? Let's drop the... I mean, right now we are using the Metal Scale Mail, which with a base strength of 13. But it is a special one, right? It's off Olog High. Yeah, that's tough. I don't know about the Golden Crown, if that has a chance to actually be good, or if it's just gonna be worth a lot. Just treasure? I mean, either way, I'm kind of interested. The Jingasa, actually, I think might also be a helmet. It is in between the crown and steel helm, so I think that indicates that it's for the same slot, because the game will group those types of items together. So yeah, it's probably not going to be better than our Kabuto, because that one's just really good. We'll pick up this Augmented Chainmail, slowing ourselves down even more, because why not? This is an evil rune. That doesn't sound great. Huh? Giant white louse. Oh. Uh-oh. Wait. Crap. Didn't realize we were dealing with lice here. Somehow I was just mindlessly killing these insects. Oh no. Oh, lice are the worst. Are the worst. You know, it might be possible to contain a plague of mice or rats, but lice are basically impossible. I mean, technically, if I had noticed them quickly enough in confined corridors like this, there might have been a chance, but they've spread too far at this point. So, unfortunately, yeah, we will have to abandon ship. I mean, basically, I need to do that anyway, because obviously our bags are full, and yeah, I just want to get out of here, but I just want to take a look at these potions, basically, and then I'm out of here. Let us destroy the traps down this way. YOLO this potion. Moving much faster. Nice. That's a good one. Potion of Speed is very useful. Not right now, of course. Quarterstaff, I don't know, that could be good, but could also not be. Oh, right, and we knew what this one was. Well, I guess in that case I might as well drink it. And that's a studded leather. Why do we have a small sword? That seems equally unlikely to be good as the Tanto, so... Grab the armor, I guess, and just recall out of here. This was fun, but Also a bit stressful. Slowing down. Lights showing up. And we're out of here. Right. Cannot enter global map since there are monsters nearby. Well, we don't care about that. Okay, uncursed. Uncursed might mean that those things are actually also enchanted. Again, so far anything that I've been identifying as uncursed has turned out to also be magical. Okay. Get out of here. Random enemies prevent me from running. Come on. What's the timer say? 2 hours? Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to take a look at my loot, and then I'm gonna call this one an episode, or just another one-off video. I don't know. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue playing this character on camera. I suppose I could continue the adventures. Last time, I wasn't planning to get that other character killed. I thought I'd just quickly drop into this, what's this one, right? Right here, the Mimic's Treasure quest. And, yeah, that ended up not going so well. It also would not have been particularly interesting to record, because it didn't last all that long, and obviously I didn't achieve anything. But yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see what I end up feeling like doing. Where do you identify stuff around here? Not here. Not here. Here, actually. Or was there a place... Actually, I think there's a place here that identifies everything you have. In fact, that might be one of these up here. Yes. All my possessions for 800. Yes. Okay. That definitely saved me some money. Let's see what we have here. Guess I might as well look at the full screen list. Augmented chainmail +4. Partial plate armor of the dwarves. 27 + 12. +3 of something. Okay. -3 to hit, but honestly that seems kind of minimal. So yeah, definitely going to go for that one. Unless plate armor somehow restricts your spellcasting. Cloak of Magic Resistance, well, we knew that one. Golden Crown of Basilisk. 0 base armor, but +10. +3 to Infravision. Which I guess is just better than our... Well, it's worse armor-wise, but it's better Infravision and potentially other bonuses, who knows? I mean, Basilisk sounds like it's going to... It gives more bonuses than just Infravision. But that's the one that we know about. Jingasa of Light. Sounds like it might improve my light radius. I guess that's something we can easily test. Steel Helm of Infravision. Okay. Broadsword, non-magical. Oh crap, I should have noted which items I had previously identified as uncursed. Actually, I can look at this at the log there. Right, so partial plate armor, uncursed, turned out to be very magical. Golden Crown turned out to be very magical. Steel Helm turned out to be very magical. Those were the first 3 that I identified as uncursed, and those turned out to be ego items, I think is the term. Augmented chainmail and hard-studded leather are both magical, not ego, but still. The Flamberge is uncursed, and the Flamberge is indeed also magical. I never identified the Ninja Toe, apparently. Or did I already have that identified? Actually, that might have been already identified. And the other things... Yeah, the crossbow and the other weapons were actually non-magical. Interesting. So yeah, I guess as soon as I identify something as uncursed, I can assume that it's at least magical, if not special. Or, of course, I'll identify it as cursed, at which point I'm just gonna destroy it. Okay. I mean, it's unfortunate that it takes so long. It takes much longer than pseudo-identification, but it's something. I guess if nothing else, I can, when I get the chance, I can go to overland travel mode and just take a couple of steps on the road, and that's gonna make enough time pass to identify everything. Okay. What was this here? Right. We could recall to the place that we recalled from earlier for only 200. Probably gonna do that if I decide to explore the Orc Caves a bit more. Although I will say that that place is definitely a bit scary. But it's also given me some really nice stuff, so I can't really complain too much. Right, we definitely want to put on that partial plate armor, right? That gets our AC from 63 to 79. Also boosted my HP? Wait. God, I don't know. I don't know if it did anything else. I guess maybe I can always look at the recording and note any stats that might have changed. So that's convenient. Right, our current helmet gives us 19 armor plus 1 infravision, I guess. So we're losing out on a bit of armor. Quite a bit of armor. But we're getting, at the very least, more infravision for what it's worth. I'm not really sure that's doing much for me at all, but I can't help but feel like something of the Basilisk must have more bonuses. I mean, maybe like stun resistance or petrification resistance? Maybe even a chance to stun enemies in melee or something? I mean, surely it must have some sort of more interesting intrinsic abilities, right? That I just don't know about without a full identification. I guess I could always spend 1500 and actually learn what it does. For now, I am going to just put that on. Yeah. AC is still quite a bit higher than it used to be, so I guess I'm happy enough with that. The weapons are obviously not gonna be useful. Alright, I wanted to test the Jingasa of light. I do see my light radius. I guess I can more easily see it here. So it's a radius of 3. Battle-scarred veteran, please get out of here. Keep your potion of booze. We're gonna wear that Jingasa. Yeah. Oh wow, holy crap, look at that light radius. That is actually crazy. Damn. I mean, it's almost the same armor compared to the crown. It improves the light radius so much. That would be extremely nice to have. Like, that goes from 3 to, what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is nuts. Wow. That is seriously tempting. Like, in a large cavernous area, that would be so nice. Preventing enemies from just shooting me from the dark. Vastly improving my field of vision. Actually, that might be worth it. You know what? If nothing else, I like it. It's kind of ridiculous, that light radius. So why the heck not? I guess I'll sell this scale mail of Olokai for 3,600. And that way... Oh, they're actually selling one of those. Didn't realize. Wait. Oh, okay, so mine is the one at the top, yeah. Apparently they were selling one for 50% off. Which is also magical though, right? Yeah, it is. Let's see. Mine was... increasing my strength And giving me resistance to acid. Okay. Right. Well, that was nice, I suppose. Nice while it lasted. The other one also gives strength. Maybe that's just what of Olokai does. And then some random resistance in addition to that. Okay. It's not bad. Although, of course, for all I know, my new plate armor might also improve strength, and who knows what else. Sell the chainmail for 1,000. Sell that hard leather. Not really worth, but that's the problem, since I can only, you know, pseudo-ID stuff in a very limited capacity in the dungeon. I have to just, I don't know, sometimes I just have to guess and take items that might be worth something, and then, you know, in many cases it will turn out that they were not really worth all that much. Okay, that Helm of Intravision is worth 880 at least, not bad. The Kabuto, I mean, I don't know how much I paid for that. Like, maybe, yeah, 5,000 or something? It's gonna, yeah, gonna buy it back for 1,700. I mean, it's better than nothing. And it served me well enough. Golden Crown of Basilisk. Cloak of Magic Resistance. I don't really know that the Cloak of Shadows is better. It might not be. Oh wow, this one sells for 2,500. Hold on, no? How about the Cloak of... the Shadow Cloak? Oh, okay, that sells for 6,600. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's just because of the higher armor, but surely that wouldn't make that big of a difference. No, we're gonna hold on to that one for sure. Sell the Cloak of Magic Resistance, even though it does sound nice, but obviously we can wear more one than cloak. What? Wear more than one cloak. There you go. That would be ridiculous. Stacking multiple cloaks on top of each other. It would be cool, I guess. Well, or rather, it would be pretty warm. Do I just sell the Golden Crown of Basilisk? How much does it sell for, actually? 10,000. Compared to our... Oh, actually, the Jingatsu of Light is not going to sell for that much, right? Unless the game agrees that it's really, really good? 4,200, yeah. Man, it's tough. 10,000. That means that there's no way I'm going to be buying it back because it's going to sell for, like, 40,000 or more, I don't know. Maybe I should just go ahead and research it, just so I know for sure how good it is. I keep forgetting. That's not the place. Research item. 1,300, actually. Okay, that's relatively cheap here. Okay, Golden Crown of Basilisk. What do you do? Oh, okay. Infravision, POFA. What is that? Can be activated for breathe poison. Oh. Okay, yeah. I don't really care about that. Affects infravision, yes. Provides immunity to paralysis. Where does it say that? As far as I can tell, it does not say that. Like, IF is infravision, PO must be the poison breath. FA... Actually, what is that? Provides resistance to poison. Oh, no, that PO must be the poison resistance then. Right? What's the FA for? What does that stand for? Immunity to paralysis? I mean, that's super good. And that's obviously the basilisk part. Basically what I suspected might be the case. Provides resistance to poison, cannot be harmed by acid. I mean, that part is just because it's an artifact or an ego item, right? I mean, that is good. That is really good. What else did I want to research? My armor, I suppose. Partial plate armor of the dwarves. Constitution. Okay, provides resistance to acid, that's nice. Cannot be harmed by the elements. Affects constitution by +3, I suppose? Yeah, okay, so I was right, it did increase my health. Okay, so it's basically just very, very protective. Which honestly is okay by me. Resistance to acid means that I could wear something else for my amulet. Right? Because that's what I'm currently using, yeah. Okay. I don't know, is there... Do I really need to research the Jingasa of Light? I suspect that there is nothing more to know about it than I already know, but here we go. Oh, wait. Provides light, radius 6 forever. Just so technically I don't even need an extra light source. This would just give me light radius 6 as long as I wear this. And provides resistance to light. Okay. So there is an additional benefit. I don't know how often things attack you with light, but at least now I have that. Can be activated for a light area. Okay, okay. I'm not really going to use that. But +6 light radius is just crazy. It might not be as good as the crown, technically speaking. I mean, honestly, the immunity to paralysis is probably worth by itself. But what can I say? I just like the idea. I just really like the idea of that ridiculous light radius. I could always put the helmet in storage instead of selling it for 10k. I mean, it's a lot of money, but I don't need it right now, so yeah, that might be the better option. And if it turns out that that huge light radius does not really come into play all that often, I could always decide to wear the crown instead. Yeah, we're just gonna be selling this stuff. The Flamberge is worth a decent amount just for being a Flamberge. Light crossbow, not magical. Actually, do they sell a better crossbow somewhere? Not here. Well, I suppose that would pretty much be the only place. Maybe except for the black market. Pretty unlikely though. Golden Crown Dragon Helm. It's a dragon helm. A dragon winged great helm, glowing in all the colors of the rainbow. That sounds kind of ugly, to be honest. It grants resistance to the elements. Oh, really? As well as resistance to sound. I mean, that's a very solid helm as well. Self-knowledge for 6,200. Crazy. Alright, we got the Rods of Slow Monster. Wand of Stone to Mud. Obviously, the Wand of Stone to Mud can come in handy if you find yourself trapped somewhere, somehow, and the rock around you is just too hard to tunnel through. But then it might also not automatically dissolve any wall. It might take multiple casts, or it might just not work on materials that are too hard, so I don't know. Sell that for 288, yeah. I guess it's not really that amazing. These rods for almost 1,000, okay. I don't feel like I need more than one though, in any case. Although, since they do stack, well, it's too late now. Right, we want to drop off the crown. Replenish our... Yeah, we definitely want more Scrolls of Teleportation. And I suppose there's no reason not to also take a couple of extra Words of Recall, and definitely some more Potions of Cure Critical Wounds. Am I gonna use the Rod of Slow Monster? Not really. That's, you know, who am I kidding? Obviously, I'm not going to use that. Identify. Oh, right. I probably want to get some new ones of those. Definitely super useful to have. Do we need to restore anything? Yeah. Strength. Which is quite a bit cheaper, actually, to just buy the potion when it's available. Because I think, yeah, restoration just costs 1,000. I suppose that's going to restore all of your attributes. So if you have, well, I suppose as soon as we have at least 3 different things drained, paying for restoration at the temple makes sense. But for this character, the potions are actually quite cheap. So yeah, if it's less than 3 and the potions are available, we should just buy them. In this case, we can obviously just get one of these. And we can get scrolls of teleportation. Let's just get, I don't know. They don't really, well, they weigh a little bit. Let's be a little bit conscious of our weight. Let's get 10 of those. That should be good, right? Let's actually get some more. Let's get 4 more. 15 surely is fine. Let's get identification. Let's get another 15 of those. We're going to use them up anyway. Recharging light. What do we want? Recall. Wait, don't you sell recall? You don't sell recall? Is it the other one? Yeah, okay. I mean, let's get 2 more. Just for extra safety, just in case 3 of them get destroyed. It seems unlikely, but, you know, things tend to happen in these games. Unlikely things. Wait, I also wanted potions. Yep. Critical wounds. I mean, 9 is good, but let's also get up to 15 there. And we're at 78% encumbrance, as it is, with basically empty inventory. Well, as empty as it's going to be. Alright, well, we have the crown to offload. But that one, oh wait, this is not our home at all. That's actually the 8 down here. Drop the crown. Yes. It weighs only 3 pounds, so we're now down to 76%, which I guess is technically better. Okay, well, that was that. So found some good stuff. Alright, we want to go off this potion real quick. There we go. Which actually brings us to 73% capacity. It's getting better and better. It could definitely be quite a bit better, though. Well, we're level 19. Which is better than where we started. We have a ridiculous light radius. Quite possibly the largest light radius I've ever had. So that's something. We have... oh. Why are we down to 69 armor, actually? Oh, because I... yeah, because we were at exactly 70 with the crown, but we went for the light radius helmet, which only gives 9 armor instead of 10. Right. So we're at 69, which is nice. No doubt about that. Our stats are still looking amazing. Superb at fighting, excellent at shooting. 73 average damage per round. Yeah, I mean, we're doing okay, I would say. Right, still two-handing that Morningstar of Fairy. Oh wait, did I ever actually research that one? I don't think I did I? I never did. Okay, let's actually see what that does. Oh wow, that does so much. That explains why it was so expensive. Provides light radius 1. Okay, that's what that does. Right. It's not intrinsic to the character, but that's that came with the weapon. Okay. Now I know. Increases dexterity, charisma, stealth, speed. I mean, yeah, I guess I knew the speed, huh? It tells you. That, for some reason, it just outright tells you. Because I guess it's something that you just notice happening. And just displays your current speed value in the UI at all times. But shouldn't you also notice the stat increases? I don't know. I feel like these things are being handled a little bit inconsistently, but okay. It affects my ability to use magical devices. Okay. I don't think I need that. This character should be quite good at using those, but I guess it doesn't hurt either. Stealth, for what it's worth. Maybe that's why sometimes enemies don't attack me immediately, even though technically everything should be hostile, because I'm so sexy. Provides resistance to electricity. Okay, not that many things attack with electricity, except for those electricity fields that I stepped into or flew over earlier. Allows me to levitate. Okay, so I have 2 different sources of levitation. And slows my metabolism, which is nice, even though I can just cast a spell to be full, so that doesn't really matter. I mean, it's a lot of bonuses. I mean, the dexterity, I guess, helps with hit chance and also with archery. The charisma helps with shop prices and not much else. Magic devices probably doesn't do much. Stealth might be moderately helpful. The 2 points of speed are certainly helpful to an extent. Resistance to anything is always nice. Levitation is redundant. Metabolism doesn't matter. But yeah, overall it's still quite nice. Plus, of course, it's, you know, +6 to hit and +13 to damage, so that's gonna be hard to beat by anything, just in terms of pure numbers. Although, I mean, yeah, a better base damage, obviously. A better base damage item would give a much better boost there. Like, what did my previous character have briefly before she perished so ingloriously? Well, her damage per round was over 100 because she was using, I don't know, what was it? Some kind of big sword or something. Anyway, yeah. I guess I could always... Well, I mean, if I find a really nice shield, I'm gonna be very tempted to use that and just stop two-handing my Morningstar. Not really sure how much of a bonus you even get from two-handing a relatively small weapon like that. Anyway, is there anything else? Oh yeah, I was considering replacing the amulet of resist acid, because now we have another source of resist acid, and I could just put something else there. But I don't remember seeing any good amulets for sale, so I guess I'll just have to keep an eye out. Anyway, 2.5 hours, not quite as excessive as the previous one, but still plenty enough, I would say. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to, as I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue this character on camera. It depends on a couple of factors, I suppose. Yeah, we'll see. For the time being, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.